Hi, everybody. I'm Tony E. at Show IP Interface Brief. I hope everyone can hear me. I tried to stream a few minutes ago, but needed to restart the computer. Um, I am drenched in sweat right now, and I came in here this way to share something with you guys and hope that maybe it just gives an ounce of encouragement, uh, an ounce of the motivation that someone might need. Lately, I've been listening to the David Goggins audiobook, Can't Hurt Me, which I highly recommend to anybody. Anybody who finds themselves in need of some extra motivation and in need of some encouragement if they find themselves in a tough spot. For example, I've been studying for my CCIE, and over the summer mostly, I had fallen out of my study habits because of my CCIE failure, and I talked about that. But anyhow, in David Goggins' book, it's all about, or his audiobook rather, it's all about strengthening your mind to overcome physical challenges. And while almost none of my life parallels some of the physical challenges that he's been through in his story, a lot of the same mental challenges to overcome are there. For example, studying for the CCIE is a hard journey. And I figured, you know what? I wanted to take up running. I wanted to try and run. So I headed out of my house and took off for a run. And I've been doing that every day for about the past week and a half. Now, I know that isn't much, but I came in here right after running. As you can see, I'm covered in sweat, and my face is red. That's because I'm in terrible physical shape. I don't run. I hate running. I avoid it like the plague. And that's one of the things that I needed some encouragement on. And it was just about, we naturally try to find the easy way in life. We try to find the path of least resistance. And our minds try to do that for us, try to push our bodies through the path of least resistance. And there really is a great sort of harmonious thing in discovering the path of, most resistance. For me, it's getting up off my ass and going out for a run. And for anyone who's out there running every day and exercising and going to the gym and you have that lifestyle, then what I'm doing is small potatoes. But for anybody out there who has thought about running and just said, you know what, that's not for me and I don't want to do it, that's who I am. And I've been out there doing it. I do it at night, so nobody sees me. It hurts my body. I'm in a ton of pain afterwards, but I get after it. And I do it right before I do my CCIE studies, which is I'm getting ready to jump into tonight. I do that because every time that I run, I try to move the pin a little bit further. Now, I live in a suburban community where there's sidewalks everywhere. So while I'm running on the sidewalk, there are houses either to my right or to my left. So every time that I run, I try to go one more house. I do a lap around the neighborhood and I just go one more house, and I do one more house, and I do one more house. And I try to move that peg constantly either to my left. And the same I try to do, while running and CCIE studying are not the same thing. They're two completely different things. The mindset is there. It takes so much time, and your mind and your body just don't cooperate sometimes. And it's about just doing one more lab, or solving one more ticket, or trying to beat your personal best, or doing speed drills and trying to beat your personal best. How fast can you do DMVPN with 3 spokes and a hub, IPv4, IPv6, OSPv3, OSPF-v3 on IPv6, and EIGRP and IPv4? What's your personal best? How fast can you do that? How fast can you execute? And so after I'm done a bunch of labs, if I feel like I'm running out of time, I'll go, you know what, I'll do a speed drill. And I'll just push myself just one more house. I'll do just one more lab. I'll just do one more drill. And while that may not in itself be the recipe for success, it is a very important ingredient in achieving success, is always doing one more and going one step harder, one step further, one more lab. And so I come in here drenched just to say, if I can get out of my house and run a mile, okay, and come back, which I thought was impossible. I never even ran the mile in high school. It was just, I'll walk it. I'm not going to do that. And, to be at the stage of my life and just say, you know what, I want to run the mile. I'm not racing myself. I'm doing it just for effort. The same mental challenges that I have to overcome of my body wanting to quit, but my mind saying, you can just do one more house, is the same mental challenges that I face when I'm doing my CCIE studies. And so they do directly translate. And if I can get off my ass and do it, so can you. If that's labbing, if that's working out, if that's going for a run, whatever it is. Just do it. Do one more lab, one more speed drill, one more trouble ticket, and run one more house.